Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of MarkRushtonGallery.com. It is Tuesday evening, also known as Monday Part 2. I heard that in a meeting today. I'd never heard that before. That's pretty good. Tuesday, June 13th, 2023. And no painting tonight. However, kind of like last night's video. Last night, I put I compiled most of my book paintings into this iToya Profolio and showed them off last night. And, you know, they're just a really great series here of probably about 50 paintings that I've worked in the last 6 months. And so these don't have the masking on them, but they are adhered to a, what do they call that here? A piece of 8x10 cardstock, right? So these are the book paintings. This was a damaged book, and I paint my sort of landscapes, these sorts of landscapes on the book here, and it's got the anyway. So I got most of these done and in here, but then I found 3 more. So I'm going to work on those, getting those into the portfolio here. And what I'm going to do is these are still in frames because I had a show a couple months ago, and we'll go through them really quick. And then I'm going to get on with the other thing, which is, all right, so this one here is Darkness in the Numbers. And, you know, kind of a nightscape here as far as the book painting is concerned. The field, maybe like a lit field of some kind, and the darkness in the distance there. Yeah, kind of neat. Kind of neat. Let's get this in the portfolio. And I got 2 more here to show. This one, which one do I want next? This one? Let's do this one. Let's take this out of the frame. And then I'll show it off. That's what I do. All right, let's get that plexiglass off there and get that backing off. All right. This one's called, what's this one called? It's called This Particular Example. It's another book painting. And really kind of interesting sort of landscape there. What I call the Rothko effect, you know, kind of that blurby color and everything like that. So I got to put this away here. This is available in my gallery, MarkRushtonGallery.com. Go out there and see these. Oh, what's this doing here? You're not a book painting. Get out of here. Something I'll work on. And then the last one here. This is really, we compute the same matrix. That's the name of this one here. As I knock the camera. All right, here we go. So this is we compute the same matrix. Just, you know, kind of neat. Get that nice abstract landscape going on. Maybe kind of out in the desert. Then you get all these like equations and words on there. Kind of like, hi, Elizabeth. Hi. Thank you very much for showing up. Yeah, I've just been cataloging a lot lately. I have not been working on anything new. But let's catalog. So this is, last night's painting was about getting the book paintings all into this portfolio here so that I'm putting them all together. So I went through all the paintings last night. There's a video out there on YouTube about, I'm not quite sure how long it is, an hour or something like that. Anyway, I'm not going to replicate that, but one thing I wanted to do, get this out of the way here, was I wanted to go and fill in, do a couple of things here. I wanted to put everything that's like portrait together. And then the other one was, I remember this is the new portfolio. So I buy these and these are the best. These are really good. I don't know if they're the best, but they're really good. It's the Itoya Art Profolio. And you can buy these at Michael's and Blick and all the usual places. And I always get them so that they hold 90. And you can shove more in there too if you're just working on paper or whatever. And they're really, you get this little pocket here, but they've got these little plastic sheets here, and they're really good. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm just creating a body of work. So what I want to be able to do is everything that is portrait will be in one. Everything that is in landscape is in another. And then that way I can kind of drinking kefir here. And then that way I can kind of have things a little bit, better organized. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. So if you want to hang out with me, take a look at some art. It might be kind of fun. And I got to look at these here because I got this one here. That needs a little bit more work done to it, I would say. So some of these are not in the gallery. And so I'm just going to set them aside, and some of these will get a little bit more work done to them. This one here. This one's great. This one's really great. This was I think this is Electric Autumn Fields. It's a landscape. That's definitely involved the palette knife. That's really nice. So I'm going to put that in the put that in that one there. All right. Let's see if I got any more here. These are all portraits. Oh, here we go. This one. And I had them in a little bit of a show a couple months ago. And this is, which one's this? Amazing Crazy Landscape. So take that off there. Shut that. What do we got? This one here. This one is Late Harvest. So that's acrylic ink and acrylic paint on watercolor paper. Just abstract landscapes. Here's another one that was in the show. Get that off there. Marsh Glow. Marsh Glow. This is from a few years ago. This is acrylic ink on spun bonded olefin. And that's neat. Show them a little naked here. That's a portrait. You see, if I don't turn the camera on, I get a little bit lazy. Here's another one that was in the show. Patched Lands. Really love that effect with the clouds, and I guess with the land as well. That's pretty cool. Patched Lands is out in the gallery too. I got this one. This is real nice. This is Dusk in the Hills. And give that a little bit of angle there because I've got that. All these little fibers here from the spun bonded olefin are showing up and making their presence known. And I kind of like that. It's like kind of a combination of, I don't know, spider web and, you know, just, I don't know, lights. It's kind of cool. Get that out there. We got any more here from the show? Oh, yes, this one. So I made a YouTube short about this one. And what's this one called? Night Landscape. I give it a real. And this is acrylic ink on spun bonded olefin. As I always like to say, there was a gallery owner a few years ago said to me that no one likes dark paintings. And I always like to say, well, you know, I kind of like the dark side. It's kind of neat. Got some more here. Why aren't you better organized? Well, I'm an artist. What can I say? Ah, here's another one. This is kind of like marsh glow. What's this one called? Break Glow. This is from a few years ago as well. So kind of just soft focused landscape. All right, what do we got here? Got these galore. Good, I'm making headway here. Making headway here. Okay, so that one I think I'm going to work on a little bit more. I don't think that's in the gallery. Just going to go through these here. I don't think this is in the gallery either. And I think, again, dark, but I think I'm going to rework that a little bit. This is an old one. And I think I'm going to rework that as well. Signal strength. This is from 5 or 6 years ago. That's great, but it needs to be mounted properly. However, love that effect. It looks like it almost looks like a daguerreotype. You know, like those early photographs, except with a bit of color added to them. You know, those early photographs are, you have such a long exposure and everything's kind of blurry. I get a little bit of inspiration from that. Ah, Control key. Put the matting on that there. Excellent. Acrylic ink on spun bonded olefin. You just make the same painting. Well, yeah, so do a lot of artists. You just keep making the same, different versions of the same thing. Well, yeah. It's called a body of work. This is called All Aglow. I don't know if that's in the gallery or not. It should be, but it might not be. Oh, here's another glow. I like this glow series. And this is Foggy Bright Glow. Kind of get up in there. That distant hillside. Yeah. These may be old, but man, I still like them. I haven't gotten rid of them. I haven't reworked all of them yet. What's this one? Distant Ridge. You know. Maybe I'll just do the horizontal ones tonight. And then that way I won't have such a ridiculous video. Far West. It's like a little valley or an indentation there. This needs to get cleaned up. Drop of sky. Got here. Dark Earth Sunset. Kind of neat. Thicket. It's like a thicket. Thicket. Oh. This is good. Look at this. Super Sky. This one's called Super Sky. It's like Superfly, but it's Super Sky. What do we got here? I like the names you give your painting. Thank you. Titling is difficult. Sometimes I just get like super literal, and other times I combine words or morning sun. Sometimes I make up words. Solon to Sutliff. That's actually north of where I lived when I lived outside of Iowa City. There's a town north of Iowa City called Solon, and then there's a little area called Sutliff, which used to kind of be like a town, but now it's just like a smattering of houses. Surfaces in glow. I think I'm going to pull that one. I'm not happy with that. I'll work it, rework it. It's always good to experiment. And even a few years down the line, you can just go, maybe that experiment didn't work. Night glow. Love those clouds. Not easy to get that effect on the spun bonded olefin with the ink smoothed out down here. If I could just like crank these out every night, and even if I didn't sell them, I'd be happy. Well, I am happy because I made that, It's like, that's kind of neat. This is another one I'm going to put to the side. Maybe I'll have a whole series where I just rework things. I don't know about this. That needs a little help. So does this. Let's see if I want to save this or not. Coffee. Yeah, that's worth saving. That's good. Coffee. C-O-T-H-E. Informed. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how many people are hanging out here tonight. It's amazing. Kind of minimalist. You know. And here's oh, this is different. What is this? This is acrylic paint on spun bonded olefin, so it's laid on thick. I suppose I could have done this with a watercolor paper. I like the minimalism and the fluidity and abstract landscapeness. Get that in there. Let's see how this looks here. That's worth that. That's good. Remoteness. Probably a lot of these just need to be photographed and scanned. They've all been scanned. I have them on my hard drive and backup and everything like that. This is rolling. Yeah, I do think as an artist, you golden spell. I do think as an artist, you do have to go through your stuff every now and then. It's like, do I want to save this? Do I want to? I don't like to throw things away. I don't like to pitch things. I do like to rework things. If I see something down the line and it's like, well, I could rework it a little bit. I don't get too hung up about that sort of thing. Further west. I'll keep that. How many are there here? Oh my gosh. Application. I don't even remember making this here. Application. Again, just kind of a minimalist, very minimalist. Acrylic ink on spun bonded olefin. Just a rural, just an abstract landscape. Just a small little painting. I know that's not in the gallery. I gotta do something about that. What else do we have here? Stuff that's good, but that's too large. What else we got here? I got them titled on the back. That's kind of interesting, I guess. These are all too large. These should be mounted. That's good, Ari. But it's large. It needs to be mounted to a larger cardstock, and it also needs to be. Whoa, what's going on here? Did I just put the whole image? Oh, okay. People coming by. Did you make a painting that looks like a Ukraine flag? It's too large. This needs to be in a whole different portfolio. But let's look at them. Is this one called Imagine Landscape? Was this? Oh, wait a second here. I made a painting on the back of a painting. Oh, that's interesting. That maybe needs to be reworked. We'll see about that later. Okay, here's some good stuff. Jeez. Go on here. Long hillside. I know that's not in the gallery. That's good. That's good. Very minimalist. Very minimalist. What kind of a title is this? Blue and Green Worlds. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to put that to the side here. Transitional farm fields. A little too literal on that one. That's nice. Yeah, I like that one. Why are these in my gallery? They're just not. I'm so lazy. Green Rise. Man. This needs to be in my drawings. Nothing can stop us. I've scanned this and turned this into other things. That's acrylic ink and charcoal on spun bonded olefin. Yeah, I like that. But it belongs in a separate one. Okay. What else we got here? How many more do I? Oh, I got a whole bunch more here. Well, I've been at it for 27 minutes, which is way too long. Let me find one more here, and then I'm going to call it just because I got other things I got to do tonight. But I do kind of like going through the paintings and showing them off here, and it's really kind of helping me as far as what I want to put into the gallery. This is Green Evening Light. I'm pretty sure this is not in the gallery. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing here. And anyway, I'm going to put this in the put that in there. Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out. Boy, we had a bunch of people in and out of here, you know. That's great. And yeah, my gallery is markrushtongallery.com. Thanks, Elizabeth, for stopping by. I'll be back tomorrow night with doing some more of this, and a little bit different from painting, and kind of enjoy it. So thanks everybody. We'll talk later.